All right. So we did get a bit of a sell-off overnight. Let's look at the 4 hour. So nice little sell-off. YM did dig high enough for me to be convinced that it could be enough here on the highs. Um, but yeah, nothing else really occurred. Nasdaq technically did take this high out. 267.75, 263. Yeah. So there's no SMT to short off of. Seems like this was just a reversal. So there's no news today, or no red folders, no orange folders. So the only likely time frame to take a trade for me would be right at the open, and it's gonna have to be super obvious. Otherwise, no trades for me. We have CPI on Thursday. We got FOMC meeting minutes Wednesday, and then CPI on Thursday. So if we're gonna get a move, it's gonna be today, and then maybe Tuesday morning, and then probably I don't know. Tuesday could have a move. Wednesday morning is probably gonna chop before the meeting minutes. So we're still thinking bearish on the bias because of the flow, but we're still looking for uh, a setup to get short on. Nothing is set up. There is weakness in the Russell for an SMT short that you could have gotten in, but that's not what I'm looking for, which I may need to do. I'm going to do a write up on this probably before the open just to see if this is something I could be trading, these weakness SMTs, because they've been playing out the whole time. So, anyways, um, so yeah, we're just waiting to get a reason to get in short. There's just still SMTs at the highs, and now we've got another relative equal high now on YM. So we might just be working out these little ranges here. He's got a lot on his mind. And then so yeah, excuse me. Maybe what's happening here is just a manipulation. They're working it out, and they're gonna take this high out into this 1 hour fair value gap. And then we get some sort of SMT short reversal. So that could happen. Other than that, we just come lower, create some sort of bullish SMT again, but more clearly. These are here, but we want to see like a higher time frame, something you could see, from like from here to here, like something like that. So like a new low, yeah, whatever. So yeah, we're just waiting for something to set up here. Right now, nothing is there, in my opinion. You mean unless you're looking short on Russell or something. But yeah, it's just not super clear. It's 6:30 right now, so could be something here. I mean, if you look at this, Russell's being strong, creating internal range SMT. So, but that's not enough reason to get into a trade. Forehead is maybe it's facing. So yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, there's nothing really clear yet. We've just rebalanced Friday's inefficiency. Seems like we could bounce from here. Not clear at all for me. 1 hour. I mean, yeah, we do have 1 hour bearish market structure shifts though, so that's there. But it's failing here. Everything's failing. So, yeah. Yeah, it's the same thing. Nothing's changed really. It's just we're internal range now. Maybe we'll head back up, take out the highs again, and then create an SMT. There is an SMT just on YM with these highs. Nobody's taken out these highs besides YM. So there is that. Um, and on NASDAQ and ES, there was no reason um, for each other. There was no like SMTs. So it might have just been a short-term thing. If we open up lower, then I may have to pivot and watch the flow and see if I actually pivot to just looking for a long. Because this is like sort of the move that you'd want to get once we get an SMT up here, sell off. Ideally, we'd head lower though, probably down to these lows. So I think it's still on the table. I think the short, I think we may just be chopping around and then take out the highs and then we get an SMT short again, ideally. Um, how might that occur? Well, we got relative equal little highs here on NASDAQ. And yeah, we'll see. This could be interesting if we're breaking in the high. And then these highs would be interesting if ES cracks the all-time high. So yeah, we'll just wait for that to happen. Other than that, gonna stay out, gonna wait for something super easy today because there's no news to align with price. It should just be completely price action based since we don't have time to give us the catalyst for whatever for a confluence of time and price. So yeah, we got relative equal lows though now on Russell, so that's a new area of interest, which is actually perfectly aligned with my other area of interest. So that's actually perfect. If anything, it's just making my trade even more obvious, which is good. So yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Looking for the short and then the long. And we have criteria for both. Area of interest down here on Russell, at the lows on YM, cracking lows on these guys, and then the short cracking highs, creating SMT at the highs. Super easy. Just gonna wait for something to set up. Probably not to the open or maybe a little bit after the open. So other than that, not gonna trade the PM unless PM could have something, so I'll keep my eyes open to that. But it would have to be at a key time frame again, like right at the lunch open or the lunch close. So VIX has really gapped up, which is super weird. We didn't get that big of a move, and VIX is higher than it was last week. So gotta keep an eye on that. We're retesting these highs. Wow, it barely set this alert off. That's crazy. But yeah, there's a big gap here to fill. So I think VIX fills this gap, and then we probably get some volatility. So gonna watch, keep an eye on VIX here. Yeah, just gotta keep an eye on it. But I do think we do head higher, just because there's relative equal highs here, and maybe we fill in some of this and then head higher. So that aligns with this same thesis. So yeah, everything's looking pretty good, but we gotta wait for price to get there first, and it has to align with the open or the lunch. So those will be the only two times that I really keep an eye. And then other than that, I'm just gonna have to miss out if it happens, unless it happens in right in into the PM session really cleanly. So yeah. Anyways, that is the plan. Same exact plan. And yeah, adios.